Well, I do want to kind of bring attention to the pup that's currently lying at my feet because, I love animals. And I wanted to know his name, actually, because I never actually got his... Or is it a girl?
Whoever said dogs are loyal are lying idiots.
He's cuddling up to me pretty good right now, yeah. I guess that means I got a good vibe, too. Oh, as I say that, he leaves. He's like, I don't like you that much. There you are. You're adorable.
His name is Al Harrington of Al Harrington's Wacky Inflatable Arm Flailing Tube Man Imperium and Warehouse.
Family Guy reference. Nice. Is his name actually Al, though, or no? Oh, it is. Okay, cool. And he's a boy then, yeah. Well, our mascot is my older dog, so I'm a big animal lover, but this is actually the first time we've had a pooch sit in on a podcast, so welcome to Al, and I hope he has a good time while he's here.
This is my first time on a podcast, too.
Oh, right on, man. Well, I'm glad I could pop the cherry. It's a little gross, I guess, way of saying it, but yeah, I'm glad to have you here, man. This is a really cool experience already, and I think you're friggin' hilarious and super nice dude. In regards to the dog, have you always had a service animal, or is it a very new development in your life?
He's my first. I've had him 3 years. I actually applied in college, and it took like forever. Then I declined the first one because I'm like, I like to travel. I don't want to ruin my life or something absolutely stupid as fuck like that. Then I declined the second one too. Third time, they're like, all right, bud, there's a million people waiting. It's now or never.
And I'm guessing you're glad you took him on as a buddy, partner, whatever you call it, I guess. Well, because he needs you too, Dogs need their owners just the same.
Absolutely. Declining them was so stupid. I can't regret it because my life is right now, but he's great. And he never limited me in any way.
Yeah, he seems amazing. Well, if I can, I'd like to ask a few questions just about service dogs in general. Hopefully you can speak to some of them. I wanted to know if there's specific breeds that are most ideal or suited for the job. I see a lot of Goldens, but I'm wondering if there's any others as well.
He was being weird outside and he didn't shit and now has whining. Can we break and let him out?
For sure, yeah. Yeah. We're back. The dog had to take a furious dump outside. My dad took a leak. Everybody's good to go. So back into service animal questions, if you'll humor me on this.
A big, huge shit.
It was huge. But luckily, it's super deep snow, and it's going to be covered by the time we're done this. So we'll find it in the spring. I was just asking you if there's specific breeds of dogs other than Goldens that you've ever seen used as service animals?
They usually use Goldens and Labs, breeds that are food-driven and eager to please. Just because they love food, so to train them all you have to do is hey, here's some food. Other breeds are more stubborn or whatever.
Yeah, I've got one of those stubborn breeds upstairs.
They use poodles for people with allergies, and they're so much harder to train because they're more stubborn, and they're more driven by affection than food, so it's harder.
Interesting. Yeah, I hadn't even thought about hypoallergenic and that whole side of things. Makes sense, though. I kind of wanted to ask also, do you know how long it takes to train them and sort of what is the process to matching them to an owner? Because obviously different people have different needs and certain dogs may be better at different services.
Yes, so with the Lions Club, what they do is they foster them out to approved families for the first year, and they do basic obedience, and then they go live at the school for 6 months training every day.
So the families they're with for the first year are probably families that have done this many times that are accustomed to that? Okay. Interesting. And specifically, what services does Al do for you in your day-to-day life? What does he help you with the most?
He came with a bunch of skills. Pull, push, fetch, brace, bark. Like he can pull a fridge door open and fetch me a drink, or he can push a handicap door button, or he can fetch my brace.
That's awesome. I saw him stealing a beer, as we were talking about before. But he gets the remote for you and stuff like that too. So pretty much anything you need, it sounds like. Sweet. That's so cool. And do you know what happens when they get too old to do it anymore? Would they then go back to one of those foster home type situations? Or because the person needing the dog would obviously need a new dog at that point if they can't do the job anymore. I was just curious.
Usually, they go to the client's family. They try to keep it close. But if not, they adopt them out. But that's not going to happen here. He's my dog. I am not giving him back. They can pry him from my cold, dead hand.
Well, that's real love if I've ever heard it. That's awesome, bud.
Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe, and share this video to support me.